Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm Mike Briggs, your host, and man, it's that season. It's tax season already, and I'm a little worried about that because I don't have my taxes ready to go out. I don't know where I'm going to get them done, and what do they do, April 15th or something like that? Well, what I've done is I've enlisted an expert to please come in and tell us, bring us up to date on what's going on. Walter Freeman is our expert today. Walter, I'm worried that my taxes are due next week or something.
Well, good news, Mike. You don't have to worry about that. The IRS has actually extended that deadline to Monday, October 16th. Originally, it was extended to California residents because of the weather that we had back in the winter.
Yeah.
But that's actually going to extend to everybody across the nation.
Everybody across the nation.
Yeah.
So
now,
that's all I could say, Walter. Yeah. I thought it was like, no, I got to have them done. It's not just I got to pay some money, but I got to figure out the forms and stuff. Yeah. And by the way, I don't know how to do the forms.
Well, you don't have to. That's what our offices are for. A lot of people like to do their own tax return, which that's great if they can do it. But if you don't know how and you just don't want to be bothered, that's why offices like mine exist. My office, we do prepare tax returns for individuals.
Freeman Associates. Yep. You guys do taxes. Okay.
Yes. And we help out small businesses and individuals alike. We've been doing it for about 14 years now.
Okay. Well, two things I'm worried about doing it myself is, number one, I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
And number two, I don't want to leave 1 cent on the table that I could get back. So, and I don't, I didn't study taxes or tax law or doing taxes and stuff. My degree's in playing the guitar, actually. So I have no expertise in doing taxes.
Well, over at Freeman Associates, we actually have a lot of years of experience in doing this. No, you won't get in trouble. We know all of the tax codes, and we follow all the tax laws. And actually, to be honest, it's pretty simple. Whatever income that you had issued to you, you're just reporting it.
Yeah.
Along with, if you're a small business, you're reporting your whatever expenses you had along with that. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. A few forms that you're going to include. The IRS has actually, with the last tax reform, the standardized deduction has increased a lot. So that it's basically done away with the Schedule A itemized deduction. So a lot of that you don't even have to do anymore. So it's pretty much plug and play at this point.
Well, is there such a thing, like if I got some kids and I paid a babysitter, maybe there's some advantage there that I could get?
Absolutely there is. The IRS does have the child care credit for parents that have their kids in child care, or if they have babysitters at home, or even home nannies. They will issue you a credit of up to $700 each child. However, most child care is expensive. Yeah. Very expensive, as I know myself. But they only allow you to claim up to $3,000 of those child care.
Well, there you go, $3,000.
So, but you still qualify for the credit.
Yeah. Now, the other thing is, what about I pay mortgage? Is there still a deduction for the interest on mortgages?
Absolutely, there is. The mortgage interest is tax deductible, along with your property taxes as well.
Property taxes are?
Yes,
oh boy.
as well.
And now, a long time ago, if you're a renter in the state of California, you got a little something.
Yes, the California Franchise Tax Board does issue a renter's credit for our renters out here, which there is a lot of us in California.
Now, these are just the three things I thought of to ask Walter about. There may be more that you guys can get, some advantages you can get, maybe if you bought an electric vehicle or something.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. The IRS is issuing a tax credit of up to $7,500 tax credit for anyone who's purchased a electric vehicle or hybrid vehicle.
Wow.
And they are still actually giving out the solar credit as well.
The solar credits, too.
Yeah,
wow.
For a lot of our homeowners who have went out and obtained solar, which I do recommend. There is a credit for that as well.
And this is what I mean about, I'm halfway kidding about doing it myself because I'm not going to do it, but there's things that I haven't even thought of that maybe there's credits. That's why you go to a professional who does it all the time. You probably do hundreds of them or thousands of them this year. Yes. And so you know what's going on, and you'll get the people the money back that they can get.
Yes, we will.
And make sure they don't just accidentally pay too much. Yeah?
we always try, Mike.
You do that, okay?
Yes, we do.
And when I say get in trouble, if I'm going to learn these tax forms and fill them out, and I do it wrong, it's serious. IRS takes it serious. So
Yes,
get
they do.
get a professional. That's all I'm saying. Now you are our tax guy this year. We used to always have 10 or 20 tax guys wanting to get on our show, but we've only invited Walter this year. So far, I mean, we have till October now, but we appreciate you coming by. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
Only thing I like to let everyone know is, hey, when in doubt, call a pro. Always encourage everyone to try to do things themselves. We're do-it-yourselfers. But if you feel like you're going to make a mistake, always call a pro. Over at Freeman Associates, you are welcome to call, and if you have questions, there's no commitment. A lot of people think that they can't call upon us because they think, well, if I'm not going to use them, I can't call them. But that's
Call and ask.
quite the contrary.
Free to call.
Yes, you are absolutely always free to call and ask questions, and we'll help you regardless.
Now, do people need to go to your office, or is that still a thing, or do you do it another way now?
No, actually, with the pandemic that we all experienced, we all went to a remote appointments, and actually people are still comfortable with that in 2023, surprisingly.
Good.
So if people would like to call, they can. If they would like to do consultations via Zoom, we still offer that as well. So no, in-person visits are not mandatory.
But some people like to go down there,
Yes.
sit across the desk
Yes.
from Walter Freeman and say, here's my taxes. Anyway, Freeman and Associates, 559-29, I can't see that. In fact, I think I even put one wrong number in, which I'll edit that later. Tell us the phone number, Walter.
It is area code 559-298-9893.
9893. I put 938, all these numbers. I'll edit it later and I'll have the right number, but 298-9893.
Yeah, and we are located in Northeast Fresno in the corner of Maple and Nees Avenue.
Maple and East, yeah. But make an appointment, right? Don't just pop in, or?
Make an appointment, yes.
That's always better. All
Make
right.
sure I'm there.
Walter Freeman is our guest. It is tax time. We thought it was like tomorrow or something, but we actually have some more time. But it doesn't hurt to get started now, right?
No, it does not.
All right, Walter Freeman. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.